In our aim to educate millions of new investors, the wonderful journey of Nivesh India has reached Surat. Surat frankly needs no introduction to entrepreneurship. It is a throbbing center for diamond and textile trade. Devin Choksi will be speaking to a very broad-based audience here, young as well as old audience, and the attempt here is to really explain a first-timer that why Indian markets are safe and what role exchanges have played over the years in order to protect and ensure that retail investor money is protected. Also, how should investors really secure their financial future, and what about the India growth story, how exciting it could become in next 3 to 5 years.
Can I safely say, आप पैसा बनाते नहीं बनाते वो डिसीजन इन्वेस्टमेंट का है आपके, पर बाय एंड लार्ज आपकी जो कैपिटल है वो सेफ है.
कैपिटल सेफ है 100%.
ऐसा क्यों है? अगर कैपिटल सेफ है तो लोगों को स्टॉक मार्केट को लेकर के फियर क्यों है? क्यों लोगों को ये जुए का डर लगता है?
If you are investing money into equity, there is going to be an element of risk, and for that matter in any asset class there is an element of risk, and those people who believe that I think in the bank fixed deposit there is no risk, probably if you read between the lines, I think you will realize that I think there is equal amount of risk even in bank deposits. So point which I am trying to say is that you must know what return you want to generate and what risk you can take. If you know these two things, then probably I think you will know how to protect the part of risk.
Why stock markets are so volatile? If we are saying that stock market is the best or equity is the best asset class to invest in, ऊपर नीचे जब पैसा होता है, आपका जब इन्वेस्टमेंट या ट्रेडिंग में ऊपर नीचे होता है, तो इतना वॉलेटिलिटी क्यों होता है?
Generally in the stock market we look at future and we start discounting future in advance, which may or may not be the case with I think most of other asset classes. When you start discounting future in advance with a margin which is a perception also at times, in such kind of a situation I think you start taking every news with either positive or the negative viewpoint, and that is what is causing the volatility. Second reason for the volatility, which in any other asset class also would be equally true, particularly those assets are which are listed assets, जहाँ पे स्क्रीन के ऊपर आपको रेट देखने मिलते हैं, वहाँ पे आपको दो चीज़ याद आती है. एक तो आपको सबसे पहले मालूम पड़ता है कि यहाँ पे इसका रेट ये चल रहा है, और दूसरा आपको मालूम है कि यहाँ पे हम ट्रांजैक्शन कर सकते हैं. Moment you see the transaction abilities on that particular screen, you are tempted to act, and it also brings in a kind of a up and down movement into the market, which will ultimately will call it volatility. The third factor which would be valid again across for all other asset classes कि जहाँ पे demand और supply की हम बात करते हैं, if there is higher demand then the prices goes up and vice versa. So obviously I think demand supply का काम चलता ही है. पैसे नए आए मार्केट ऊपर जाएगा, पैसा बाहर निकलता है मार्केट नीचे जाएगा. So these are all the factors which brings in volatility. According to me, volatility is your best friend. If you know how to deal with it, he is your best friend.
We have this very unique product called Nifty ETF for you. 834 rupees आप invest कीजिए और you are invested in 50 top stock across the entire scripts. The charges are very nominal. Even if you compare it to the mutual fund or an equity investment, hardly there are any charges. Even SEBI has waived the charges for this. 1/10 of the charge which you spend on equities, you can buy an ETF and stay invested in top 50 scripts without having a very aggressive knowledge on financial markets, equity markets. This is the beauty behind it. A small amount can lead you to big investments. As I was telling you, the Nifty ETF returns on an average have been 17% the last 10 years CAGR. Please deal with only SEBI registered members. You can just log on to NSE's website. There is a list of NSE members here. You can just plug in. Please ensure that you trade with only NSE members. You do your investments through only SEBI registered member in order to safeguard you from the settlement guarantee fund and otherwise. I thank all of you for joining this program. You have taken your first step towards financial empowerment and improving your financial well-being. We welcome you to the most democratic market again, a very safe place where market participation is very easy. Thank you. सोच कर, समझ कर, invest कर.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNow Live. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.